Hello everybody, my name is Creva. Welcome back to some more Victoria 2, playing as Italy. Some more factories have gone bankrupt, but that was to be expected. Now we instantly turn into a new year. We have a lot more socialists and liberals, but that's because we did do a social reform earlier, and we get the chance to do another, because militancy is apparently quite high. 0.05, 0.1, 0.89, 0.18, 0.75. More population growth for healthcare. Pensions give pension level goes up, which means older people get more money. Unemployment benefits plus 25%, not bad. Who's actually voting? Conservatives, yes, 40%, socialist and communist, yes, 100, and liberal, 40%, yes. Not bad, actually. It's a lot. Safety regulations, everyday needs go down a lot, but factory cost goes up by 25%. 14-hour workday, throughput down, but again, luxury needs go down. Okay. Low minimum wage, more people will be fine. I'm just gonna pick the one with the most backing, which is the minimal safety regulations. How much would now vote for it? Oh, we have to wait a half year anyway to vote. And there's our first bankruptcy of this new load. Yeah, so our it's a strange way for the economy to function. Factories get more expensive, but people need less to actually live. Most people are getting their everyday needs. Luxury needs. Interesting, yeah. Don't know if the best one to have is luxury or if it's everyday needs. I think it's everyday, but I'm not entirely sure. At least there aren't many people that don't get enough of anything. I thought the major was a lady suffragette. And it is therefore my conclusion that although there are certain professions generally unsuitable for women to occupy, their presence in the workplace poses no fundamental threat to the social order. A well-known and respected member of our military establishment has today published an opinion editorial in the Rome Courier, one of Italy's leading dailies. In what has been described as the biggest career blunder in the decade, the general has advocated the inclusion of women in the workplace, in factories and businesses, arguing primarily that their inclusion and protection under law would only amount to a confirmation of the already established de facto state of women being employed. Legal status of women in the workplace obviously needs to be regulated to become more liberal and more conscious, or this man clearly has no future. Yes, I agree with the general. So people become more liberal in our nation. 5% more liberal. Yeah, I see. Wow. More liberals than socialists again. Impressively enough. Navies. Whoa, we can have much bigger navy now. But I definitely want to get the Dreadknots. But for that we do need to get the steam turbine ships discovered, so I'm gonna pick that up after we pick up infiltration. And with infiltration we get a chance on unlocking armor as well. Oh, also our literacy keeps rising. So we're now at a 2/3 of the country is literate. I love that, actually. I could open factories, but I think I'm gonna close down. Major discovery, literate NCOs. When literate NCOs, or non-commissioned officers, started to flock to the ranks, the average quality of the units and the training of the soldiers increased. Non-commissioned officers, I think, are people from, say, private ranks and corporals and such that eventually become officers, or maybe it's just the lower bracket of officers, say sergeant and stuff. It's one of the two. Please help me out if you know it for certain. We're actually building a fabric factory in Matru. I like that. Of course we're closing down the factories that are closed right now. So it's no use keeping them around, in all fairness. Money, money, money. I should drop taxes a bit more again. There we go, and you down to 50%. That seems a reasonable amount. There we go, infiltration, dig-in cap, fortress maximum level, so we're going to build a few more fortresses as well. Steam turbine ships, let's start this research. Navy max speed goes up. We do have a few really high chance things to discover. Tank experiments, 3%. Elastic defense system. Country is at war actually increases that. Have not invented the combustion engine, we have, so that's a plus. Yeah, so if we're at war... So if we're at war, you actually get a 2% bigger chance of discovering tanks right now. Which is actually a bit logical because they were completely developed during World War I. Or well, it started the development and it went a bit faster at that moment. Right, you two are still in foreign territory. Did take this little bit of kind of land actually. You can go to Djibouti. You can go to Suez. Ah yes, my Suez Canal, lovely. Yeah, I had... Oh yes, that was what I wanted to check. Do we... Yeah, we are focusing on the automotive stuff here. We have clerks there. Lumber mill is actually not bad to get. Campania has encouragement for tanks, airplanes and automobiles, but it's simply upgrading all other factories. You know what? I'm just gonna shut this guy down. I know it will cause a lot of people to be out of work for a little bit, but maybe it will get people to actually start one of the factories I want them to build. Istria, electric gear. Oh, we have an electric gear factory finally. Piedmont is right now this. It's actually doing pretty damn fine. So I'm gonna go over to automotive industry here as well. Puglia also, by the way, yes, automotive industry. And Venezia is doing fine with clerks. I'm gonna remove the focus here. Let's see, where do we have... Rhone has a lot of people not working. Let's get the automotive industry going there as well. Maybe that will actually get us some of those factories going. Serbia offers us an alliance. Not unexpected, to be honest. Oh yeah, of course, everyone is trying for Spain, but they are at peace with Spain. Netherlands trying Ethiopia, are you kidding me? Man, the embassy of the Netherlands, please. There we go. Silly people. Ooh, Zanzibar working on it fiercely. It's still done this year, that research, by the way. This man is clearly dangerous. Imprison him. The hands on the clock point 5 minutes to 12. His eyes peer across the town square, seemingly undaunted by the commotion and the risk. He climbs to the podium and begins to speak. For hours he talks of the Misri nation, its oppression, its cause and its future, in a language that reverberates with nothing save the clear tones of a just cause. The Italian gendarmes storm the square and soon he is gone. Somewhere far away in the city a bell strikes 12. A young Misri nationalist is in our custody. What should we do with him? Imprison him. I'm not a barbaric brute. Brazil goes bankrupt. Oh, Brazil. And pause on that one. Yeah, whoa, Brazil. You've taken some stuff out of most people around you, actually. I think this is supposed to be Bolivian. This is Colombian. Grand Colombian nationalists have appeared, apparently. Yeah, Brazil is always a beast in this game. At least to its own continent it is. Trench systems, at this point firepower is vastly more powerful than movement, and even the infantry units stationed at the front had to dig in to survive the superior firepower of enemy artillery. Soon lines of deep defense filled sections of the front line, bringing a stalemate to the front. These lines were given the name trenches. This application gives you the possibility to build a new fortification type. Quantum theory, holy crap. The dramatic expansion... Yeah, it's because it's such a long text. The dramatic expansion of scientific knowledge in the 19th century would lead to a questioning of the rational model of the basic structures of the universe that had culminated in the work of Isaac Newton in the late 17th century. As scientific equipment became more precise, discrepancies in the models of atomic behavior as understood in the 19th century resulted in further research into the nature of atomic particles and their interaction with forces such as energy. As a result of the work of physicists such as Albert Einstein and Werner Heisenberg, the idea that the basic structure of the universe could be known with precision by humans was shown to be incorrect, and an alternative view that there were elements of unpredictability I actually said the word right, in the structure and behavior of atomic particles would be proposed. While a major step forward in human understanding of the basic structures of matter, the emphasis of the random nature of some elements of the natural world further shook the Victorian faith in the ability of humanity to understand fully the natural world and reinforced the sense that the world was indeed not built upon completely rational behavior and assumptions. That was a mouthful, and there are a lot of factories going on, and automobile factory in Campania. It is happening. It is happening. There it is. Automobile factory, fuel refinery as well. Ooh. And so many. Every factory is being expanded, but of course the automobile factory, once it's done, I will give it a 3 priority to hiring, so it gets the best out of everything. That's a good one. Anywhere else? I don't expect to, but... Dun dun dun. There's something about this music that makes it fun to listen to for sure. Yeah, a lot of unemployed in some places. I have no idea what I wanted to do, so I just should unpause and go on with the game, I guess. Right, now I remember. Fortresses. Let's expand everything in the north to at least level 5. Some of these still haven't been upgraded to level 3 apparently. 4 I can understand, but not to level 3 is bad. Turin, oh wow, not even 4. I guess I researched them quite quickly after one another. Antitrust laws. This legislation stopped concentration of power on the market. Sometimes an actor became too big and competition diminished on the market, which meant that prices were raised unproportionally. Which actually, yeah, you can see here the little jump in income going on. I hope I get everything now. I think though we have to cancel the list of province construction now, really. Because it's getting a little bit... annoying to actually keep up with and actually look at it consistently. Zanzibar is coming along. Yeah, we definitely need to upgrade all of our fortresses along the borders. So we have at least level 4s and 5s everywhere. Wow. Naples as well, our old capital, Rome our new capital, Genoa or Savona. Alessandria doesn't even have one, which is a little bit stupid. Nice patrimony. Ooh, we'll gain Nice as a core. Long live Italy. I can't believe, you know, I didn't have these places since the beginning anyway, which is kind of odd why there wouldn't be any fortresses in them. I guess it's really odd actually. Triste. Yeah, I know I'm spending a lot of money, but this will be decent in the long run. Oh, here in Genoa also expanded. I think for now that's the entire north dealt with. Just making sure. Trent. Oh, Trent. We didn't do Trent. There we go, that should be everything. Automobile factory, where art thou? Here you are. Oh, still more than a year. It's a long build, that one is. Small arms in Lazio. I think we're gonna close it up then. Not gonna need closed down factories at all. But we're building our first automobile factory, which is pretty cool. Wow, there are more and more projects being done. Aeroplane factory, I'm gonna invest myself as well. That one needs to get started as soon as possible. And that one was gonna be built in Rhone, which could be problematic if the French actually want to take it back again. But on the other hand, we do have a lot of people available to work in Rhone right now. Hopefully it will still be increasing at that point. We do need rubber, but we should have rubber, so... And we can add Zanzibar to our sphere of influence. Civil violence, always intervene immediately there. Add them to our sphere. Our sphere is expanding. Actually, I did not look. Diplomacy. Oh, hello. Yeah. So the Netherlands is... Now, hang on. Diplomacy, neighbors. Austria, Hungary. Yeah, Germany is working on that one. Secondary power. Let's increase relations. How long is the truce with them? 1909. Enough time to increase relations with them. Okay, that's nice. So we finished navies, steam turbine ships, and we discovered tank experiments. The first tank, sometimes called Barrel, was blessed with mixed success due to unreliability of these first steel monsters. However, when they worked, they could open up the front wherever they went. Flexible counterattacks. After the enemy had gone over the top and his offensive was ebbing, this tactic meant that the use of pre-planned counterattacks against gaps in the enemy line where advance had not been synchronized. These counterattacks could sometimes push back the enemy even further than its original attacking positions. And the NCO field training? By excessively training the NCOs in the field and with the equipment, these not only became pioneers for the men, but also highly competent trainers of the smaller units, which increases the speed of our armies. 68.3 already. So Army, Navy, I think military logistics seems reasonable to do. Yeah, I do want to get my army up to snuff. Electric power, factory throughput, mining output, farming output, but it is expensive. Culture, psychoanalysis, revolution, counter-revolution, social science, commerce we are further behind, but you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do military logistics. When is this finished? June of 1906. We might actually be able to finish up the entire tech tree at this rate. So it's going freaking fast. So yeah. Armies are still trying to reinforce. We are not getting as many troops as quickly as possible though. Tanks. Armor. French armor. South German in Bozen? Huh, apparently this is Oh, it has a South German group and also North Italian. A small study circle dedicated to several issues close to the suffragette agenda for women's votes has during the last few years begun developing a name for itself in the international debate on women's rights. On the last day of the year, by the way, the Italian school, as the circle is now being known, has published several tracts on philosophy, politics and economics, all relating to the plight of women all across the world. Let us bask in the glow of this little gem of international renown that just fell into our lap. And we couldn't pause it in time. Lots more liberal than normal because of that 5% increase earlier in the year. Also socialists and everything. But militancy is not high enough to push through another reform right now. Yeah, the conservatives are only at 30%, as are the liberals. Commonwealth of Gabon, that's a big one. Power tied up in maintenance, 358.7. Okay, decisions. We have the Balfour. Yes, Palestine, Israel will gain everything as core. Enact women's suffrage. We need social science, revolution and counter-revolution, and at least 30 socialist or 30 liberal. An average consciousness at least at 4. Okay, so it should be possible to get in more liberals into the country. Or socialists. I mean, there are enough events happening. Austria-Hungary, increased relations. We need to get them back to positive again if we were to ever put them back in our sphere. All the factories are being built. Automobile factory, where are you? Are you done? No, you're not. You cannot be done. Campagna. Yes, Campagna. You're not done, so why can't I see... Oh, here he is. 450 days left. So long! Let's actually look at... tanks. Not in high demand. Supply 1. Demand 1 actually bought 1. We are top producers of aeroplanes, and no one is producing any tanks yet. We're second on canned food, second on artillery, third on small arms. Jesus, Germany, what the hell? Also the UK. And we're not even on the list for ammunition, but radio. No one is producing any radios yet. Automobiles, Germany's 1, we are 2, but we are building a factory which should explode that. We're second in telephones behind the USA. Electric gears by far number 1. Steamer convoys were at the 3rd position. Opium, yeah, that's the trade. Jesus, the UK, almost the entire world supply of opium. We are 4th on rubber. Whoa, the Netherlands has rubber. Oil, we're Netherlands as well. Okay, the Netherlands is now a great power again, which is a sad point. Switzerland is number 9, which is in our sphere. Austria-Hungary is 13. Oh, actually all. Spain is 10, our sphere. Belgium 11. Guangxi. Apparently they became westernized. That's a Chinese faction. That's Chinese Empire also westernized. But because it's not one nation, they're actually doing well. France, cordial. You know what? Sweden, I'm gonna try to get you into my sphere. You used to be in the Russian sphere, but I'm not sure if the Russians dropped at one point or not. Out of great power status, which is how you lose your entire sphere. We are now safe at number 2, mostly because of our massive prestige. But our industrial power will keep rising as well, because of our incoming strong factories. Aeroplane factory and an automobile factory. Once the automobiles start being churned out from our factories, we're gonna shoot up an industry, I hope. Oh, hello, Austria-Hungary. And holy crap. Italian communists have risen. Whoa. There are quite some communists suddenly. I did not expect them to happen. 360, yeah, it's Italian communists. It's the biggest faction in our nation. I don't want to go communist though. So, just start rebel hunting, everyone. Let's see what you can muster up. There we go. Let them have their fun. Oh, and before I forget, are there any in Africa? No, there aren't. No African communists, which is good. First tractor in Aquila, that's good. Gets us some bonus farming. Battle of Florence, Battle of Genoa, Battle of Leghorn. Siwa electrified, good mining throughput and everything. Ammunition factory expanded, probably. Turin. Marseille and Naples are going to be the biggest issues. Dreadknots allows construction of dreadnoughts. Top-notch combat ships at the turn of the century. Equipped with several high-caliber guns, they can take quite some damage and still deal a crippling blow to the enemy fleet. By introducing divisional artillery and mortars down on battalion level, units got better firepower much faster. This was in turn very important both in offense and defense. So cavalries, there are some getting defense as well as attack. Low echelon support. Well, build navy. Dreadnought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should give us plus 300, right? Okay, and 5 cruisers as well. There we go. Have some fun building these units. And there goes my money. Pola, what happened here? Military leader died. No, we lost the leader. Hopefully we'll get those navies up soon. Okay, I guess we shouldn't be worried about these rebels right now. They're just extremely weak. As it is. Look at them just being destroyed. Oh, hello. Battle of Naples won. Yeah, they actually survived that one. Battle of Marseilles. A major earthquake has struck San Francisco, California today, causing widespread devastation and the loss of thousands of lives. Tremors have been reported as far away inland as Nevada, and the fire that erupted as a result of the earthquake has left the city more or less leveled. Army units are hard at work bringing in supplies to the survivors, and we can rest assured that the quake will leave its mark on public memory for generations to come. That it indeed did and does. Wow, we might eventually be able to catch up to the UK, but let's increase relations with the USA and with Austria-Hungary, which has been passed by Guangxi now as well. Or was it already passed? Oh yeah, it already passed them. Anyway, this will be the end of the episode. We have almost completely gotten rid of the communists here, so nothing to worry about there. And we have discovered armor. And France and Germany are both a little bit weakened. I guess we are one of the strongest nations in the world right now. I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, favorite and subscribe if you enjoy my stuff, my videos, everything that I do on the YouTubes. It helps me out and you get some better content hopefully as well. At least I assume you think it's better or good enough for you to keep watching. I'll see you guys later.